The Harry Potter TV show revealed its new Black Snape, and in another change from the books, his Patronus will be a snow bunny. The Trump administration has put a Christopher Columbus statue on the White House grounds, because if there's one thing Trump loves, it's dudes who take slaves on islands. The Church of England has selected its first female leader. It's a big step forward for a religion whose founders hated it when women got ahead. A champion cornhole player is being charged for murder after shooting a man. Doctors attempted to save the victim by shooting his bullets with their bullets in order to slide both out of play. Bill Cosby lost a rape trial in civil court. He was unable to defend himself from the prosecutor's argument, which boiled down to, come on. The Trump administration unveiled a new website this week called OnlyFarms to promote their agricultural policies. They downplayed the connection to OnlyFans, although the site is filled with absolutely goonable wheat pics. Scientists witnessed a female whale giving birth in open ocean for the first time ever. Unfortunately, so did the Japanese. A decade after cutting ties with him, Netflix announced that they'll be releasing a new Louis C.K. special. They say it's a return to form for Louis, especially if you don't click out of the play next. The CEO of Five Guys said that he gave $1.5 million worth of bonuses so that he doesn't end up like Brian Thompson. Plus, unlike United Healthcare, Five Guys remains committed to putting people in hospitals. Melania Trump claimed this week that her and her husband had absolutely no relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. They just happened to frequent the same parties. After ending on the first day, the war in Iran entered its 10th overtime this week, although the whole thing would be over if one of our teammates stopped with the fouls. The Trump administration allegedly threatened the Pope with physical harm over his anti-war stances, although I think they're forgetting that the Pope is from Chicago. A disgruntled worker burned down a warehouse full of Charmin products this week while streaming it to social media and claiming that all they had to do was pay him enough to live. Some warehouse workers are empathizing with his points, while others are upset that he burned down the diapers that they need to get through shifts. Clavicular was frame-mogged by drugs this week, and Tennessee changed Pride Months to Nuclear Family Months, prompting Benjamin Netanyahu to bomb it. This and more news on Not the News. Pete Hegseth quoted Pulp Fiction during a Pentagon prayer meeting, and then again in private when asked which type of people he doesn't like in the military. Doctors are using Viagra to treat babies with rare brain conditions. Some are lauding this as a new treatment, although swingers would like to remind you that they've always used Viagra for rare brain. J.D. Vance claimed that UFOs are actually demons while on a podcast. That's last week's news. This week's news. J.D. Vance said that you must be careful when talking about matters of theology while lecturing the Pope. The LAPD confirmed that a group of children found a human skull on an Easter egg hunt. They searched the area and asked locals for any information. Unfortunately, they didn't get a peep. They thought they might have one lead, however, it turned out to be a dud. No word yet on the origin of his skull. However, we'll keep you updated when we find out why he was sleeping with the fishes. Tennessee passed the Charlie Kirk Act, which punishes students who protest guest speakers. It goes so far as to suspend students whose protest signs obscure the speakers. Because if there's one thing Charlie Kirk taught us, the best way to engage with these people is with a clear line of sight. The world's largest condom maker is increasing its prices as a result of the war in Iran. Hopefully prices will normalize, but until then, consumers will have to take it on the chin. The DNC is refusing to release its official 2024 autopsy that explains why they lost the election. DNC officials are notoriously skittish about autopsies, considering most of them look due for one. Scientists in Sweden have introduced cocaine to a local fish population in order to study its side effects, also to derail the growing Bass Power movement. Germany unveiled its strategy to become Europe's largest military by 2039, just in time for the 100th anniversary of... Martin Scorsese's Pope Francis movie will be releasing this year at the Vatican. The church says that he's the absolute best person to direct the movie, especially considering the ending.